You get the right person in charge in this President of the United States. You can do it the way Ike did it. He sent back 1 million people by sending a general down there saying, get them out of our country.
In a recent interview, Congressman King said many undocumented children, the vast majority, in fact, are drug mules.
I mean, if amnesty goes through, it's over. You have 11 million instantly legalized. They are allowed to let in all of their distant family members under chain migration. We are talking about another 30 million unskilled immigrants, which is what they are. They will not be paying taxes.
I'm Brian Smith from Alexandria, Virginia. I was just wondering what you thought about the possibility of illegal immigrants getting this government-financed health care.
Well, I think that any individual who's in this country should be able to see a doctor if they're sick.
Even if they're not a citizen?
Well, of course. They're a human being. I mean, what would Jesus do? Right?
So what's the key?
You think Jesus would ask for your citizenship papers?
I want to party with you, Jesus.
I had a chance to come here for school, and eventually after school I felt the responsibility of creating a collective, and this collective I've been working with for about 4 years, and in these 4 years we've been going through up and downs, and talking about having the problems of not getting a place where we can have our classes or our activities. But through the years, we have found organizations such as this one, which have opened incredibly the door for us, and we've been already here for about a year. And we're based in this, it's called the Latin American Studies, and so we met them through meetings and galleries that we were organizing in different locations in New York City. And we talked to them, and they gave us a classroom, and then we have access to this office. And I guess that coming into this grad center, we have faced this very interesting interaction with the people that come into this building, because it's basically master's programs, but we feel I don't know, very special, and I think it's a privilege to have the opportunities that people that and my students or my friends that come here to take the class, even though we don't have the qualifications for being part of an institution, we still have access to the classrooms, to the computers, to the materials, and they have welcomed us in such an amazing way that our mission keeps going.
I came here when I was 12. I turned here when I was 13. To my knowledge, we came here as vacation. We never meant to stay. It was literally that, a vacation. And once we already had made it past the airport, that's when my mom told me we weren't gonna go back. And that's how pretty much I got here. I didn't get to say bye to my friends or my family. It wasn't planned. It was just a vacation, a long vacation. I brought like a backpack full of just clothes, normal clothes, and a basketball full of air. Because I thought, yeah, and that's all I have. I'm just gonna stay for, I don't know, 6 months or less.
I've been here like almost 14 years. I came in New York on July 2000. Since then, I'm in New York, and I keep doing what I gotta do, you know. I get here to work, and I'm working every day since 2000 to now, paying bill, paying taxes for New York City and for the federal.
There's some right here. I always wanted to go to America for some reason. I study American studies in Poland, and the plan was to just take 1 year break, come here, and then go back and finish my school, but I stayed.
We cannot place an immigrant as someone that is abusing and taking all this money, and because the money is also going back into the city. You know, you're paying for every single thing. You're paying for taxes in every product, every either like clothing, either food, whatever it is. There's a tax included, so they paying for that. And so I think it's pretty unfair to look at the immigrant as an abuser. And so I guess that if the immigrant gets the opportunity to be legalized and report taxes, now there's gonna be a full cycle, you know, where they're gonna have opportunities for education. So for that, they're gonna take more opportunities to be in higher academic levels, and so they're gonna climb up little by little, and they're gonna offer more things to the city.
Most of my friends didn't know that I didn't have any papers, that I was illegal, until probably 8-9 years after everything happened. It was kind of like lying to them, and I felt bad too. It made me feel like I wasn't good enough for a while, but I didn't know why I didn't feel good enough. A lot of people here tell you that it's bad being an immigrant or it's bad being different, so they make it even more hard for you to try to fit in. There was things that I told myself I couldn't do even before I would try, because I knew they were gonna tell me, no, you don't have any papers, no, you can't do this. But once I told and I actually spoke to people that maybe could help me, they did. Like in school, in art school, I went through art school, and my teachers didn't know I didn't have papers, and once they found out, they helped me a lot. They tried to find loopholes that I could fit in. I went through college, or some years in college, without papers, and it wasn't that much difference. It's just that they make it hard, like financially, it's super hard. They're not gonna give you any financial aid, so it makes it super, super hard to try to stay in school. And I don't know, it's just, I guess it's more personal. Like, you tell yourself you can't do it because you've been told so many times that you can't do it. It's kind of like repeating the cycle, I guess.
My daughter, she's fine. She looks like me. I hope to go see her in next year. So that's my dream. Fatima, even though I never see her, you know, I love her.
I miss my parents. I miss my friends. But I don't miss the country either. Not even the language. I just miss my family. I wish they were a little closer. I'm going to New York Film Academy, and I'm gonna study digital editing, and I'm gonna do the post-production work, and that's my plan.
It's very sad that when you see people just limited to what they're doing in the country, and they don't have the access to education, or they don't have the access to places like this, and they probably have the capabilities that once they worked, they can be, you know, like many genius that they develop either softwares or like a medical development, or even artists, writers, musicians. And I think that's something that needs to be taken care of, because we can see people playing music underground in the subway, and they can be the most talented musician, but they just don't have the opportunity because of all of those limitations. And I think I guess all these people, they deserve an opportunity and they should have an opportunity. But this is why the immigration reform needs to be worked, you know.
It made a huge difference in my life once, you know, I was a dreamer and the actor in past, and I didn't feel the constant doubt that I couldn't do anything with my life because I didn't have papers. Now that I do, I have a better job. I could dream about doing other things besides just having a job. I could go to school, I could have a car, I could go places, I could travel, I could see the rest of the world. That's what I came here for, to see and be involved with cultures that make me a better person. Like, I think that's what it needs to happen. Like, I don't think because you don't have papers you don't deserve to go to school or go to college and follow what the dreams and professions that need to be filled up. We need to have better students, we need to have better professors teaching those kids. We need to have more, I don't know, health. You can't get sick if you don't have papers. You'll die. You can't. There's a lot of other states that don't even allow people, that are literally prosecuting people for being humans, or being just regular people, hardworking people. The only thing people want is just a paper that tells you, hey, let me work, pay me what you need to pay me, let me go home with my family and kids. Like, it's not that hard.
Doing 2 jobs is not easy, like many over New Yorkers. To reach our goal, and at the end of the day, you understand it's not easy to realize the American dream. And like I say, just keep doing what you gotta do for the best, and we'll see.